Howdy, Space Rangers, Captain Phoenix here, and I was out here watching this clip of Daredevil beating the ever-living crap out of Kingpin, as one does, when I came across this clip, which reminded me of something.
No! God knows I want you, but you don't get to destroy who I am. You will go back to prison, and you will live the rest of your miserable life in a cage, knowing you'll never have Vanessa. You'll keep my secret, and you won't harm Karen Page or fucking Nelson or anyone else. Because if you do, I will go after your wife. And I will prove Vanessa ordered the murder of Agent Ray Nadeem. And like her husband, she'll spend the rest of her life in a cell.
Now, this scene was from the original Daredevil show on Netflix. However, it actually does get brought up again in Born Again.
Part of my life is over. Well, tragedy can transform a man. About your friend. I had nothing to do with his death. I kept that promise.
This is one of the main reasons why Matt doesn't go after Fisk for a huge duration of the season. He kept up his end of the bargain, and thus Matt doesn't see him as a threat since he's currently not planning anything nefarious for the city. Of course, as we learn at the end of season 1, Matt finds out that it was Vanessa who hired Bullseye to kill Foggy while Kingpin was MIA.
You see, I know it was you. I just don't know why.
I have no idea what you're talking about.
Yes, you do. What about your husband? Does he know? Does he know you had Foggy killed?
So, what does this mean? Well, to me, it means that in season 2, we should get to see Daredevil's righteous fury. Yes, while it is true that Kingpin promised Matt that he wouldn't hurt any of his friends, Vanessa was not beholden to that same promise. And not even Fisk knows that she killed Foggy behind his back, which could lead to a lot of drama between the two in the next season. While Matt knows Fisk himself had nothing to do with Foggy's murder, this revelation could spark the personal hatred between the two again. I want season 2 to show a ruthless Daredevil, one who's willing to beat the brains out of anyone who's even so much as tangentially related to Fisk. I want this man to stop at nothing to bring down Vanessa. Inversely, I want Kingpin to be on high alert. I want this man to be so paranoid and scared that it makes Batman blush. Remember, nothing matters more to Fisk than Vanessa, and having Matt go after her instead of him could lead to some really interesting character introspection in the next season.
With me now, just a little bit, and you'll never really be with your one and only Vanessa ever again. Speak her name again. Go ahead.
Speaking of Vanessa, I'd love to see more of the relationship between her and Fisk in season 2. Like, imagine going to jail for your wife, and while you're MIA, she goes out and does the last thing you'd want her to do. And given how much of a puppy Fisk is for Vanessa, I cannot imagine the amount of betrayal, fear, and anger he'd feel towards her once the truth comes out. Daredevil Born Again Season 2 needs to have every character at the emotional limit before cooling down the tension and building it up again for newer threats and challenges for Season 3 and beyond. Make it happen, Marvel. Give me the true devil within Matt Murdock.